my channel. Dun dun dun! I have been absent for a really long time. I know it feels like forever, and even standing in front of my camera now trying to film this, I'm a little bit jittery because it's been just so long. As anyone who follows me over on Instagram knows, I have been going through a bit of a rocky patch. I've been back to work, I lost a lot of my self-confidence, and generally all of the changes in 2021 were a lot. We all went through an awful lot. I'm not going to stand here and pretend that the pandemic didn't affect me in any way. I know that I had it a lot better than a lot of people, but just mentally, physically, confidently, it all just kind of fell apart a little bit. And there were some really amazing things to come out of 2021, but needless to say, I'm very glad that we're now in a completely new year and hopefully things are looking up. And I hope anyone who is watching this, if you feel like you've been going through a really hard time as well, my messages are always open and I hope things are looking up for you in the new year. So I thought that I would come back with a little bit of a late video. We're in February, 2021 was a whole 32 days away. Oh, that was quick maths. I know that doing a bit of a roundup is a little bit late, but bear with me. It was the first thing that I felt like I wanted to do and something that I have been talking to my friends about doing. So I thought, right, you've got a bit of time off today. The sun is sort of shining, but it's not nice enough for me to want to go and sit in a park. So here we go, let's make a YouTube video. I should say, if you want to see more content from me, please make sure you follow my Instagram. It's handmade.by.hattie. And make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel as well, because hopefully I'm going to start posting again on a more regular basis. It won't be every week, but as and when the mood takes me, there will be videos for you to watch. So enjoy, I guess. Hi, nice to have you back. All of the things. But let's get into it. So I thought I would do a little bit of a roundup of my best and worst makes from 2021, because we started strong and then it all just descended into chaos. And I wanted to be honest with you about the things that I made that I love and the things that I made that either I absolutely hated and they went straight into the bin being they're recycled or they're in a bag for me to change into something new, or the things that I made and I thought I loved but I've just not worn, I think, at all for all of these makes. So let's get into it. So first up, it would be really wrong of me to not include these in my top makes of 2021, because I've made at least 3 or 4 of them and another one this year, and I wear them at least on a weekly basis, if not more. And that is these True Bias Marlo cardigans. These are all the short versions, so there's the crop version and then there's the longer version with pockets. These are the crop versions and I absolutely adore them. I've made 3 that I am showing you. One in this pink cable knit, one in a grey cable knit, and one in this really cool kind of jazzy pattern that I picked up from a local fabric shop. These 2, I got the materials both from Fox and the Bear Fabrics, who are no longer trading, but I will link below to another site that I found that are selling the exact same fabric. I think it's about £6 a metre, £6 a half metre. And then this one, sadly, I'm very sorry, was from a local fabric shop and they also have stopped retailing. You know what? COVID and the pandemic have really ruined things, haven't they? Like, to any shops who are struggling or to any independent retailers who are having a really hard time because of this pandemic, I'm so sorry. And if you know of any, drop them in the comments below, because I want to support as many people as I can, because even just saying this, like, this person stopped trading, this person stopped trading, it's not fun. Anyway, rant over, sorry. These, as I've said, I've worn them so many times, and this one I put on some really cute buttons from Pigeon Wishes, which I will again link down below, and labels from Paige Joanna, which again, I'll link down below. Funniness, isn't it? So these 2 both have buttons on, and then this one, I just felt like I didn't need buttons on it. So these 2, I often wear with jeans and nothing underneath, wink wink, and this one I'll just wear over the top of anything. But really, any way you style these look cute. So if you need a staple cutesy jumper that is super, super easy to make and takes maybe half a day, then the True Bias Marlo cardi is your friend. And as I said, I'm obsessed, I love them. These are my most worn thing that I have possibly ever made, so that is a high accolade Look how cute they are. Next up, we have the Helly Anorak by Closet Core Patterns. And my goodness, this was a passion project. So my parents actually bought me the dry oil skin in this grey from Merchant & Mills for my Christmas present 2020? Yeah. And it was in my Make 9 2021 to make this jacket. And it took me well into spring to actually get started. But I've made it and I absolutely love it. It's not really overly waterproof, but it is the perfect like spring jacket, and I am so excited that we're now getting into spring and I can start wearing this again. So it's lined with this gorgeous ochre on the inside, the floral pattern. I did the version that doesn't have the cord around the middle, so if you want to like cinch in your waist, then they have a version where you can put a cord around. And I did the hood, obviously, because who doesn't love a hood? And this material, originally it was super stiff and I had a bit of a meltdown because you can't press it. But since I've been wearing it so much, it's super lightweight, super cozy, and it just goes with everything. It was a little bit difficult to make, but there are a lot of sew-alongs that I can link down below for you, and if you follow step by step, then it comes out beautifully. And I'm just super proud of this because it's definitely one of those things that people look at you and then they think it's shop bought because it's just so nicely made. And I love it. It honestly is me in a raincoat with the cute little grey and then the mustard ochre on the inside. And it's definitely one where people are like, oh, I love your coat. And I'm like, thanks, I made it. Look at the lining. Because we all know, if there's anything about me you should know, it's I love a jazzy lining. Next up, this doesn't look like much on a hanger, but in real life, it's beautiful and it's perfect for spring and summer. And that is this lovely romper from the Tilly and the Buttons Make It Simple book. Again, it was really quick to make. The material itself cost me maybe £15. If they've still got it, I will link it below. And it was just really nice. It fits really nicely, super slouchy, and yeah, a firm favourite. Also, I used my overlocker and I'm looking at these seams and they're beautiful. Beautiful. But I will try and find a photo and put that in as well because photographing my makes has been a bit of a challenge. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see more recently that I've been trying to actually put some effort into taking photographs when I wear things. But around the time that this was made, I lost all my confidence and I hated looking at photos of myself. I felt stupid asking people to take photos of me because I knew I didn't look great, and it just all became a little bit much. So there is a lot of things that I've made recently that I just don't have any photos of because I just didn't have the confidence to take them. But I will try and take a photo of this and put this in the video for you. If not, I will make sure I wear it soon and pop it on Instagram. But if you have a look under the Tilly and the Buttons Make It Simple book and the hashtags, you'll be able to find this and loads of inspiration because I know quite a lot of people have made it and absolutely loved it just like I do. Next up, we have one of 3 occasion dresses that I made over spring/summer because my friends and I had a garden party debutante ball inspired by Bridgerton, obviously, wasn't everybody, just to say, yay, we made it through the pandemic, so we thought at the time, and just to celebrate our friendship and the summer coming in, and also the fact that we all got to go back to work very shortly afterwards. And for this, I made myself, Beth and Em 3 very different dresses, and I think we looked incredible. So mine was this beautiful tea dress. This is the Shelby dress with the tie waist at the back, and it's made in a lovely ditzy viscose from Rainbow Fabrics Kilburn. See a theme here with their floral things are just, some of their fabrics are just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And this, I can't wait to wear it in the summer months with a pair of like chunky boots and a denim jacket as well, because I think that will look really cute, and I can definitely get away with wearing it for more than just one occasion, which is what I really wanted with this dress. For Beth, I made her a Deer and Doe Magnolia dress out of a kind of linen-y cotton blend, and then we actually dip dyed it ourselves. So that was a really cool experiment. Obviously I've done ice dye and I've done snow dye, but this was something a little bit different and it turned out beautifully, and it was the perfect colour that she wanted as well, and she looked absolutely stunning in it too, so hopefully she'll get a lot of wear out of that. For Em's dress, I hacked together one of the McCall's tops with a Deer and Doe Magnolia skirt, so she could have just a cheeky little slit up the side, and so that the zip was in the place that she wanted it to be. And it looked fantastic. She looked so elegant. The material I got was a really nice cotton from World of Sewing in Tunbridge Wells. I will link them down below because, I mean, Tunbridge Wells is my hometown. World of Sewing is one of the fabric shops that I used to just pop into all of the time. The staff there are lovely, and they have an amazing array of fabrics, and it's all really reasonably priced as well. They're also really good for any machine repairs that you need or servicing, so definitely go check them out if you're an avid sewer or if you're starting yourself and you just want a bit of advice, because I would 10 out of 10 recommend. They're really lovely and they're just a little local shop too. Last but not least, in the things I made that I absolutely loved in 2021 is my bright pink fluffy stacker jacket. The stacker jacket has become one of my favourite little patterns, especially for making jackets. How many times can I say jacket? And I actually made a video as I was making this, so go and check that out. Again, I will link it down below. Wow, I'm getting really good at saying this. One of its buttons has come off, and there's now a hole in the bottom of the pocket, which I do need to fix, but that just shows how well loved it is. So yeah, I really like it, and I love that I lined it with the blue. I just think it's really cute, it's really unique, and this whole teddy bear style jacket is really in at the moment. So I'm really glad I had the forethought to make that. Oh, now we go on to the bits that I don't like talking about, which is the things that went wrong. Yeah, let's do it. I can do this. All right, so we all know that with sewing, things don't always go to plan. You could get the fit wrong, you could just pick up a pattern that doesn't suit you, you could put in the wrong materials, or you could just be having a bad day and be distracted, and next thing you know, your overlocker has cut through your project. Talking from experience. But the one thing that I don't often do is admit my mistakes, and that's something that I want to be a little bit more open about, because you often see a lot of sewers who have made beautiful things and you think that every time they make something it works out perfectly. And that's not the case, and we all know that's not the case. So here I am in my best bid to say, hey, it's okay. Not all of us make things perfect all of the time, and we're all gonna have bad days. So here we have an array of my favourite bad mistakes. First up, we have a Bertha cardigan by Tilly and the Buttons. This again is from her Make It Simple book, and honestly, the pattern is great. I've since made a new cardigan in a cable knit jersey, and it's absolutely beautiful and I love it. However, this, I chose completely the wrong material. Listen to the instructions, Harriet. This, I actually have a video up of how I made it, so don't be deceived. Have not worn this since I took photos for it. I got this wool and I thought that would make a really cute cardigan, and it does. However, it was so chunky that the seams are so large that there's no way that you cannot see them when you wear it. And it's scratchy. It's so scratchy. This needed to be lined. And I've just not picked it up since, purely because it's not my best work. And as you can see here, it's already flipping round to show you its insides, which honestly, they're not that pretty. I just made it in the wrong fabric and I've not worn it since. So unfortunately, that is relegated to the what was the point pile. Next up, again, another that I have said about in a video is my Nielsen Opal pants. Again, this is one that I absolutely love when I made them, and I tried them on and I sung and danced all about them, said how fantastic they were, and I've not worn them since. They're made in a lovely linen, so it's not that I got the fabric wrong. The fit isn't the best. They are very puffy around my stomach, so I feel like that potentially is why I've not worn them very much. But also just the colouring, it was really hard to find anything that would go with them. So I'm hoping that over the summer I will be able to find something that I can wear these with, because they are really cute and I have made them really well. Like, they're one of those makes that I'm really proud of. I just don't ever reach for them. I just need to give them a bit more love and see if I can fix the stomach issues too. That would help. Here we go. Next up, we have my Frugal Frocks frock. I loved the idea of this challenge and I was so excited to take part in it. And I grabbed some fabric from my stash, which is this blue jersey that I had left over from when I made a Rowan bodysuit. And I really love this fabric. And I decided that I would make a t-shirt dress. And I half followed a pattern, half just made it up myself. And it's cute. It's a t-shirt dress. It has vents at the side, so it's not completely straight. And this is the last video I made, and it never saw the light of day. Something about this dress, the process of making it, the process of fitting it, was when my body confidence took a massive nosedive. I would be interested to try this dress on now and see if it's changed, but I also don't want to put myself back in that mindset. I think it's just the material wasn't drapey enough. The fit, it's just a box shape, so it didn't really show off my waist at all, and I'm very hourglassy, like you can see I've got a waist, but I've got quite big hips and bum, so I need that kind of nipping in the waist to be able to say, yeah, this is me and I feel confident, and this just clung to all of the wrong places. So whilst editing this video together, which ended with me being like, tried the Frugal Frocks, I didn't choose the right pattern, didn't choose the right material, loved the idea of the challenge, but I got it wrong. It was within that process that I was looking at myself on camera and just felt so bad about myself that I stopped filming for YouTube for a while. Well, 6, 7 months, 8, 9 months, who knows? So yeah, this was one that I have kept it because, I don't know, maybe there's hope there. It's really cute. On the hanger, it's really cute. It was just on me. I'll see if I can find some of the old video clips to show you. It just didn't work. But it is a really cute pattern, and yeah, I just look at it and it makes me sad because I know how I felt when I wore it. But I kept it because I think I could quite easily cut it and make it into a cute little crop top or a t-shirt, and then hopefully tucked into some jeans. That would be really nice, and it would just be a looser fit than my Rowan that I made in this same material. Next up is this. So on the hanger and on me, this is beautiful. This is a by Hand London Hannah wrap top with the long sleeve version, and it's absolutely lovely. Do you know the only reason that this is in this list is because I made it with the B cup instead of the D cup. So it's not very, as my friend Sean put it, family party appropriate, and I do have to wear a top underneath it. So it's a little bit tight on the back, and I've just not reached for it. The fabric I got from Sewn on the Tynes D-Stash page on Instagram, which is great. She's got loads of great bargains on there. Again, I'll link it down below. And I absolutely love this print. It's not something I would usually go for, but it was super cute, and the style of the top is really nice. I just didn't read. And I printed, cut, made the completely wrong pattern, didn't really try it on before I finished it. I ended up reducing the seam allowances in the sides to try and give it a little bit more cleavage coverage, but with a little back top underneath, this isn't so bad. But I've barely worn it purely because I just feel a bit stupid. So this is your public service announcement. Always check the blocking of the pattern. So, annoying make, but even Harriets make mistakes. That's your takeaway from this one. Alright, last but not least, the dress. The dress that almost stopped me sewing forever. As you can see, it's not here. It is bundled up in a bag under my bed back at my parents' house because it was just horrible. I bought, I think, 5 meters of this beautiful pink floral netted material, and when my friends and I decided we were going to have this debutante ball, I decided I'm going to make myself a really nice dress. I spent hours upon hours making toiles, making mock-ups of the bodice shape so that it would fit me perfectly. I learned how to bone a corset. I learned how to make a corset top. I edited a pattern. I put it all together, and I went out and took photos, and I looked at the photos and I just burst into tears. I could just see the flaws. It didn't flatter my body shape. I wanted so badly for this dress to look nice, and it just didn't. and I will insert photos, and for other people potentially this dress would be beautiful and I can imagine it on someone and it looking fantastic. But for me, it just didn't work, and all I could see was the flaws. And as much as I learned a lot in that process, it really knocked my confidence, and even getting back into sewing after that was really, really difficult. And that's okay. This happens, we get through it, we make more beautiful things, and there have been so many more beautiful makes than there have been ugly makes, or makes that I'm not happy with in 2021. And I guess this is just a message to say, like, even if things don't go the way that you want them to, even if you feel like the worst sewer in the world, or even if you feel like you just, I don't know, you're the ugly stepsister from Cinderella, it's okay, and that feeling will pass, and you will put the project away, you'll make something else, and you will feel wonderful in it again, and I promise you that will happen. So there we have it. I made some amazing things, I made some not so amazing things. I had a confidence crisis, I went back to work, I ran out of time, I had too much time, and 2021 was suddenly over and done. Thank goodness. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I've actually enjoyed making it for you. I will link everything that I referenced down below so that you can go and check it out yourself, along with all the patterns, the fabric shops, and if I can find the fabrics, the exact fabrics that I used. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, say hello, hit subscribe if this is the first time you're watching a video of mine. If you're a returning person, thank you so much for bearing with me and for watching this video. And head over to my Instagram because I'm a lot more active there, and I'm trying really hard to post more photos of my makes and also really honest captions. Yay! It's handmade.by.hattie, and yeah, that's everything I have to say to you today. I hope you have a wonderful February, hope you make beautiful things, and let me know if anything I've made has inspired you to make something too. Alright, speak to you all soon. Bye!